Next, you need to understand the difference between a course and a course angle. A course is easy, you know what that is. It's just an angle off of the compass measured from due north as 0 all the way around clockwise on the compass until you get to 360, which is also due north. That's nothing new, and that's what you're going to read off of a compass. It's what you're going to navigate with. But you can't do math with a number like this. All the different types of sailing are going to involve some kind of trigonometry, the measure of triangles. And when it comes to trigonometry, they don't use angles this large. For the most part, they really only use angles that are 0 to 90 degrees. They never even really go above that, because no angle on a triangle is above 90 degrees. So you can't use this for sailings. You have to adjust it in some way. A course angle is your course converted into a number from 0 to 90 based on whatever quadrant of directionality it's headed in. It's defined either off of due north and due south, and whether it's going east or going west. This is how a course angle is defined. This is how a course is defined. What that really means is a course, you could have a course such as 045, and you know for a fact that's going this way. But on a course angle, 045, just written like this, could mean this, 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 or this, because it's not directed in any specific way. The way you deal with this problem is you label it with specific to be relevant to a specific quadrant. You do that by placing the north-south indicator in the front and the east-west in the back. So now you can read this as north 45 degrees east, meaning it is 45 degrees east of due north. So that is confirmably here. You could also have south 45 degrees west. So 45 degrees west of south. So that's confirmably right here. You could have 061 degrees northwest, so 61 degrees west of due north, something like that. What you want to remember there, what's really important, is that even though when we typically imagine angles in kind of a math setting, you usually think of it as starting at the horizontal, rising upwards counterclockwise to a vertical. That's just kind of how it's taught to you in geometry. We're not doing that. We're still defining things off of the vertical. So it's always moving away from north or from south. So 45 is easy because it's exactly in the middle. But in the case of 061, if I enlarged that compass, 061 north and west would be 61 degrees from north to west. So it would be more westerly. It wouldn't be like coming from here up to there. That's not correct. 005 degrees east of south would look like that. It's really close because it's only 5 degrees off of south. It's not 5 degrees off of east, it's off of south. The whole point of all of this is, in a sailing, let's assume you're using a sailing in the normal direction of you have point A and point B, and you're trying to find the course and distance between them. Whenever you use a formula that will give you an answer of this is your course, it will only give you a 0 to 90 degree angle. That's all it provides to you. It doesn't clarify it within the context of an actual navigational course. You'll plug it into the formula, and it will come out saying 033. You don't know, technically it would just be 33 because it doesn't even have a, I should fix that for all of these, it doesn't even have a leading zero because it's only a 2-digit number. It will give you an angle of 33 degrees. You need to know what quadrant that's in. And the only way to know that, you can't find it from the math. You have to find it from the context of your problem. If we said this was point A and this is point B, you know you're going this way. Okay, well, if we imagine a compass, we know that's southwest. Or sorry, oh my God, southeast. So you know then when you get your angle of 33 degrees, you can label that 33 degrees east of south because it's the number it gave you is this angle away from south. Now what do? Now you actually need to turn that into a course you can work with. So the way you translate this a course angle to a course is you simply apply it really based off of this logic right here that I provided to you. Another way you could understand that is with this diagram here. I should add a note before I get to this. Course can either be notated, put it right here, course angle. Course can be notated as CN. I don't worry why it's N, I don't really know. And then course angle can either be written as C or CA. So if in any equation you see C or CA, know that they're talking about the course angle, and CN is the course. So the reason I made that note is because this diagram here is CN is equal to C. CN is equal to 180 minus C. CN is equal to 180 plus C. And CN is equal to 360 minus C. So anytime you finish a problem and you receive your course angle, you have to plug it in here. If it's in the northeast, meaning if you're headed northeast, you don't need to change anything. Just like up here, the course and the course angle are exactly the same. Because they're, 045 from north to east is the exact same as just 045 true. Here, you do 180 degrees minus C, because this right here, this due south, is also 180. So if you're coming 33 degrees away from that, you have to subtract 33 from 180. Same goes if you go the opposite direction, it's just you add it that time. So if you're going southwest, you add C to 180. And then if you're going northwest, this 000 converts to 360, and you follow the same principle of subtracting because you're moving away from it down the arc. So this is extremely important to remember. Anytime you finish a sailing problem and your answer, your course angle that you get out of it is, a number from 0 to 90, you have to then plug it into this diagram here to find what your true course will be. Because if you found this and went to your helmsman and told them to steer 033, they'd be heading up here. They would not be heading anywhere near where you're trying to go. So just an example, because we didn't actually calculate this, but if you had south 33 degrees east, you would do 180 minus 33. You would get 147. So your true course to follow, your CN, is 147. That's what you should tell your helmsman to steer.